Hello guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, and today I want to present you my actual rig, which actually I wanted to do it since many months from now, but I was waiting for a part, and I received it this week. So let's go. So this is a Skyreach 4 Mini case from NFC. So it's small form factor case, full aluminum case, which is pretty compact. It's a 5-liter box. Okay, so with the case, I also bought the mini fits, which allow you to elevate the bottom for 2.5 millimeter. Okay, let's open the inside. Okay, I'm not proud of this this build inside because everything is really compact, and the fact that there is not much space forced you to put any cables, you know, in the corners like this, and everything has to be pushed together. So the part I was waiting for is the AC to DC power supply. This is the HDPlex 400 watts. It has been released this year, I guess, and I was waiting for this one. This AC to DC just removed the need for the big 300 watt Dell bricks, which I got here. So now I don't need these things to power my rig. Oh, the entire rig is here, and the only thing I need is a connection like this. You know, it's like the PlayStation's connector. It's really fast to plug, and all the weight of the case is in my hands right now. So we got the 400 watt power supply here. It's a AC to DC, and here on this part you got the DC to ATX converter. So it's also the 400 watts from HDPlex. It powers the motherboard and the GPU. The motherboard is an MSI Z390, the My HTX. The memory has not changed since the 3 last years. They are Corsair Vengeance LED red. The cooler is the Noctua NH-L9, which I suppose is the best cooler for the Skyreach 4 Mini. And the CPU is the i9 9900K from Intel. Of course, I will explain you how I have been able to put the 9900K inside this box with such a tiny cooler. It's definitely not stock. I got here an M.2 PCIe SSD. It's 500 gigabytes. I guess it's this Samsung PM950, something like this. A 1 terabyte Sandisk Ultra 2 SSD, and the GTX 1080 Ti. It's the one I got from 2 years from now, or 1 year and a half, don't remember. So as you can see right here, the card is not really right. It's not proper screwed, neither on the back or, you know, I had to remove the middle part at the back to fit the card in, because here, if you look here, there is not enough room to put the connectors for the power connectors of the GPU, so I had to push it a little bit to the motherboard. These are LED too. You have red lights here, just for showing. But it's really hard to fit this inside, so there is nothing to hold the GPU actually, but you don't need it. It's so compact that everything just won't go. So that's it for the hardware. I'll just remove the screws on the front, take apart the metal plate. So what's the front look like this? You have the fan for the power supply here. The GPU is here, and the another power supply here. So as you You'll notice there is no more place to put the power connector, the power button, so I had to let it free for now. I'll figure out later. But what is pretty interesting is that the power hole here just hollow or hacked like I'd say an intake hole for the power supply fan. On the back there is the intake here for the graphics card, and here I put just some copper to close the vent on the back because I don't need them. Okay, so for the build, and so the power connector is here. The motherboard is really well suited with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and this cable here is just from the SATA power cable. It's a 12 volt to power my screen, because in my other video I have shown a screen from AliExpress, so which requires 12 volt to be powered, so I use this output to power my screen. So I only need to plug this one, and I have both my rig and my screen that works. This is really great for suitcase or anything you need. Okay, so that's it for the rig itself. I'll show you now some bench or performances of this and temperature. Okay.
So you can see here some results on game benchmarking and Firestrike score. So this is pretty nice in terms of temperature when the CPU is locked at 4 GHz. For me, it's the real deal. On the second part of the table, I just show you what are the effects of a higher CPU clock on the temperature, in fact. So as you can see, for 4.2 GHz you have to go to 1.05 volts in the case of my CPU, because each CPU has different tolerance. It reaches 73 in Firestrikes. At 4.4 we are at 85. It starts to be really hot at this, you can see. At 4.6 we reach the 93. So I didn't go above this because when I saw 93 degrees, it means that when I will launch a game, I will hit the 100 degrees, which is really not good for the CPU and for the case, because everything is compact inside the case and I really don't want this high temperature. So for me, the best values here are around the 70s, and by going above 75 or maybe 80, this is too hot. The GPU is already overheating. For me, 85 degrees is overheating. It's too much inside this case, so I don't want the CPU to do the same thing. So the idea is that you can put the high 9900K and inside this, and if you see the results for Firestrike, there's not much difference between 4 GHz and 4.6 GHz. You had 600 MHz and you just earn 1000 in the Firestrike scores. 1000, it's like what? It's not much a percentage. Yeah, so this is not even a 5% improvement. So this is not worth the temperature here. So if you want to do this, 4 GHz is the best choice. Okay, so that was it for my actual rig, Skyreach 4 Mini. If you guys have any comments to do or any questions about that build, or just tell me what you think. Is there something I could do to make it proper, or any ideas maybe? So tell me. See you guys.